Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of my Age of Empires 2 campaign playthroughs with Commentary. Today we'll be playing Forge and Alliance, so finally we're going to be moving on to some more interesting campaigns. Even though this is still a tutorial set, it's going to be relatively straightforward. At least there will be more than just yourself on the map, pressing a couple of research buttons and then calling it a day, listening to our one and only William Wallace ramble on and on about the controls of the game. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Our coffers were depleted at the Battle of Stirling, so we need to strengthen our economy once again before pushing south into lands held by the English. We need to construct a market and establish trade routes to the villages of friendly clans. Local legends speak of 3 sacred relics hidden south of Stirling. Acquiring these artifacts for Wallace's army will be a great boost to Scottish morale.
Capture 3 relics and garrison them in your monastery. Uses the advanced commands interface. Yes! And if you lose your monks, you can make more when you get to the Castle Age. We're definitely going to be advancing to the Castle Age. There are some non-traditional strategies you can use to beat this mission very easily. I'm just going to play it as if a standard player would play it. Again, this is coming from the casual perspective. Because of course the Viper already has a freaking fantastic YouTube series where he goes and basically runs over these campaigns on his first try. Cool. So let's just go ahead and get started.
The Scottish army has been rallied by recent victories against the English. Situation's starting to look up. Did you know that there are 3 different modes for the minimap in the lower right corner of the screen? You can show only military units or only resources and trade units by clicking the buttons just below and to the right of the minimap. It will help the morale of our army to collect holy relics and place them in our monastery. One of the relics is close to your town. An ally has another relic, and the English have captured a third. You can retrieve a relic by clicking a monk and right-clicking the relic. Monks have other abilities as well. They can heal your injured soldiers or those of your allies. They can also attempt to convert enemy soldiers to join your army. Good! You have a relic. Protect the relic in the monastery by right-clicking the monastery. You've reached your ally's town. Go inside and see how his city's doing. Your ally's gate will open automatically for you. Perfect. You now have 1 relic garrison. Relics garrisoned in your monastery will slowly add gold to your stockpile. Farms are a good source of food once you've exhausted forage bushes and animals. Farms are built like buildings and must be periodically rebuilt. To gather food from a farm, click a villager, then right-click a farm.
Way ahead of you there, Bal. Buddy. I said Bal. Like a mix of buddy and pal. Very interesting. Alright, that's a nice gold pile there. Should be stone further out here as well. This is a very small map, which is nice. I thought there was a voice line that was supposed to trigger seal a sheep. I don't give a shit. There's stone here.
If
there it
you've
is.
come for the relic, you can find it on the hill to the northeast of our town.
Set a waypoint here. It's over there. Still working. Town center's still working. Good. Very nice. So I know that the English have a base here and it's kind of walled up. I'm gonna advance to the Castle Age, and I already have a good amount of stone.
On the map. Your ally, the yellow player, can help you fight the enemy. You can also trade with your allies. To trade, you'll need to build a market.
That suggests to me that we should build a market. Nice. We already have 2 buildings that we can use to advance to the next age, which is really cool. Scout some of the edges of the map. It's a lot of sheep. We want some more people gathering food. It takes 6 villagers on farms to sustain villager production from a single town center, if I remember correctly. So our next priority right now is to gather 300 food so that we can get ourselves to the castle age as soon as possible.
You have a market. The market can create trade cards to generate extra gold. You can also exchange one resource for another at the market for a small fee. Click the market, then click sell food for gold.
Okay, I'm gonna do this to follow the scenario, but honestly, like, I really need the food more than the gold right now at this point. I went ahead and did it, but I don't think they didn't trigger a voice line, so I'm not entirely sure how that's working. Alright, good chance to take a look at what the enemies got. Has our monk arrived? He has. I don't know why there's a wolf there. Kind of freaks me out. Back to the monastery. Make sure that we're all gathering. So I could use another couple villagers on farms. And around this time, I think our ally is actually supposed to get attacked by some crossbowmen. These walls should be able to keep them out for the large part. So it's not too much of an issue. There's the attacking force right now, actually. Might actually pick off our monk here. It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're scripted to start attacking them, which is good. Look like a knight and several
The English are
crossbowmen.
attacking our town. Can you tribute any spare food or gold to us? Thanks for the resources. If you have any spare soldiers, come to our town and let's drive the English out.
I didn't send them any
Tribute
resources.
your ally. Click the diplomacy button in the upper right corner of your screen. Give your ally some food and gold, but don't give him everything you own.
I lose a scout. Yep. Too busy listening to that guy talk. Fine, we can advance to the castle age now.
Villagers and
Take this
soldiers
opportunity to
normally appear
research.
outside of the building that created them. You can have your units move to a spot once they're created by using gather points. To set a gather point for infantry, click your barracks, click set
Barracks.
gather point, then click where on the map you want your infantry to gather.
Easy
You
enough.
have 2 relics garrisoned. Bring back 1 more and you'll be victorious.
I don't need very much wood. My next priority now is to get 650 stone, so I can just castle up here, build a monastery right here, build a siege workshop. I should have enough wood for that. A couple of rams to break that thing down, bait them into my castle. That'll be that.
You can use the technology tree to see what technologies and upgrades you can research. Click the technology tree button in the upper right corner of the screen to see the tree for your civilization.
There we go. This is all very useful information. The reason why I don't take it super seriously is not because it's not a good tutorial. Actually, I found that when I first played the tutorial, it was pretty good. It's just because I've played this so many times. I've already done it like multiple times on my own as a kid, and then one time silently for the channel, and this is going to be like my 5th or 6th time playing this. Wilson Castle. Cool. I can start producing knights. Get the next level of cavalry armor. They have +1 defense. The relic is like down here or something like that. Almost there in terms of stone. Be patient in that regard. Have them build the siege workshop first. Oh, hotkeys are. I'll have to make a mental note of that. I think they're still being attacked as far as I know, like, but they don't send anything that's strong enough to even take down the TC, and I don't think you can even lose if your ally goes down. It's just intended to simulate like what it's like to have one. In particular, I don't know if our ally actually does anything in this map. I think they do send you some resources after you clear them out, so I might go ahead and just do that. Just make some few extra knights. Search this attack upgrade. Have make some rams. Not enough gold. That's fine. We have plenty of stone now, so we can shift these villagers over to this gold mine. Start mining gold. Research this for the hell of it. Around.
You have enough soldiers now to think about attacking the English and recovering their relic.
Sure. Okay. Make sure that upgrade comes in. And I'll upgrade to crossbow too as well. Not.
If you're getting ready to attack
There we
the
go.
English, I can help you out. Here, take this food and wood.
400 food, 500 wood. That is a lot of food and wood. That's great. Honestly, have more. I can have these shepherds here. Move over to gold because we don't need any more food. This scenario is going to be over very soon. Hotkeys F. Like I said, I'm a little rusty actually, so I've forgotten a lot of my hotkeys. But please bear with me as I get them rememorized so that I can use them. Are they still there? Yeah, they're still here. Easy enough. Search wheelbarrow. Okay, get a couple of these in. These gents back for some healing. Use the scout to bait him out. I'll use these to mine some more. Where'd that crossbow go? Maybe if we actually attack them, that'll trigger. Yep. Here they come. Nice and easy. Am I gonna get hurt? Nope. Got some more knights up here, and like as you can see, I've already stopped paying attention to my eco because it doesn't even matter anymore. I know I can capture what remains. Go ahead and research cartography, just to be able to see what my allies been up to. They got a quaint little town here, like really, really advanced stone walls, and then huts to live in. I guess it's kind of interesting. I've always found it interesting how you can build stone walls in the feudal age. It seemed kind of out of place. They're very, very strong too. I'm gonna research Fervor so that my monks move faster. And receive farms just because. So the reason why I built this monastery here is because it's a shorter walk into that monastery. Narrows down the time a little bit. If I wanted to be really cheeky, I could have a villager come through as well. And just have the villager build a monastery right next to where the enemy relic is there. and then have like an instant win, because it doesn't say which monastery it has to be in. It just specifies it has to be at a monastery. The English have a pretty nice little base here too. It's nothing particularly special. After their initial force gets wiped out, they don't really make any effort to produce any more. This is our allies' base. He's got 3 villages left. They're just chopping away at wood, even though they don't have a lumber camp. I think they lost a house. What a shame. I think, actually, this house was in melee range. Even though there's a wall here, I remember seeing like a knight hacking through the wall once when I played this, which was very, very cute. And yeah, there you have it. We're already done. Pretty easy mission overall. Let's see if there's anything interesting that we missed. There's a barren desert wasteland out in the south. There is definitely a strategy where you see where these sheep are. The relic was right here, and if you actually advance all the way to the Imperial Age, you could just move an onager through around this way, build a monastery here, and then use the siege onager to break through the wall, break through the woods. First on this east side, then on the south side right here. And then as soon as you did that, you could just sneak the monk back here, grab the relic, walk back, and then cap it without interacting with the enemies at all. You don't even need to fight any. But like I said, like it's so trivial that you might as well have a little bit of fun with it. Cool. So yeah, that's about it for this mission. Random 2 sheep in the middle of the woods here. Random wolf in the middle of the woods there. I don't know if those are intentionally placed or anything like that, but let's see what our boy William Wallace has to say.
With the 3 relics now locked away safely in Scottish churches, men murmur that we are blessed by the heavens. Our army now stands a chance as we prepare for the final clash with the English. Scotland now has archers and knights of our own with which to meet Longshanks. We march south to Falkirk, where we will rendezvous with the army of William Wallace and plan our combined attack upon the English castle.
Cool. See you guys next time.